Hey there, rioters. So, I fucked up big time in Pattaya. Before I get into this shitty story, just having myself a bottle of the old Lau Khao, which people laugh at me for drinking. The women downstairs at Lawson of my condo, they think it's just hilarious that I drink this stuff. Every time I walk in, they just piss themselves laughing. Men laugh too, but they at least give like a thumbs up with it, whereas the women just laugh. So at least the men give me a thumbs up. But I am mixing it with Coke, because I don't like drinking it straight. And yeah, so let's get the story on the road. So it all started back in May 30 of 2022, this year. Me and my infinite wisdom thought it would be a great idea to go to Pattaya, which I like to do on weekends. I had done it the weekend before, and maybe the weekend before that. So I decided to go again, and I was just going to try. On Saturday, I had this idea that I was gonna maybe film Soi 6, you know, do some kind of like non-commentary kind of stuff, or maybe vlog in general. And then on Sunday, I was meeting this lady friend of mine. We've known each other since 2019. I met her as... She was in a go-go bar, but she wasn't a dancer. She's not a prostitute. She was just a waitress working there. And I liked her more than the actual girls. And we got to talking and adding each other on Facebook and all that kind of stuff. And we've been in contact ever since. So it had been about 2 years since I'd seen her. So we met up on the Sunday. And everything was fine, you know. Like before that, I was at Hooters. I like going to Hooters in Pattaya. Besides the Hooters, the like the buffalo wings, the beer, you know, the whiskey. It's really good stuff. I really enjoy being there. So I did that first, and then I met my friend on the Sunday. Because the idea was to go to Pattaya for just the Saturday night, get wasted, have my fun, maybe do a vlog, which I didn't end up doing because I had too much fun. And then meet my friend on the Sunday, and then come back in time for work on Monday, which didn't end up happening. So on the Saturday, I went to Pattaya, I arrived, and I was at Hooters at lunchtime. Who do I run into but Thai porn star Macy Nihongo. I'm going to put up a photo of her now of us together, and I'm just sitting there drinking by myself, minding my own business. She walks in, and I'm like, she's familiar. And then it hit me, and I'm like, is that her or not? And then I noticed the tattoos, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to use Dr. Google. I'm going to look up her body and see the tattoos to see if they match, and then I'll know for sure. And when you just know it, they matched. And I walked up to her, and I'm like, are you Macy Nihongo? And she's like, yeah, I am, you know me. And I'm like, yeah. And then I got a photo, and I bought them a drink, her and her other Thai porn friend, Mani, I think her name is. So it was pretty cool. So it was a great night. We ended up going to the new, it's a newish club, the Pattaya Beach House Club, I think it's called, Beach Club, whatever it is. You know, they invited me to go out for drinks with them, so I stayed with them for a while. I don't remember the rest of the night, but I knew that I was meeting my friend on the Sunday. And even on the Sunday morning, like I'm drinking beers, that's how I started the morning. And then I met up with my friend at Pattaya Central, I think it is, the name of that, the shopping centre there. We met there, we had lunch, you know, we did usual stuff. And then she left. This is where the bad stuff happened, because, you know, intelligent me, I decided to go back to like this bar and Hooters and start drinking a lot more. And before you know it, like oh man, I was there for like a couple of hours. I kept thinking, it's okay, I can get the late bus home. I'll still be okay for work tomorrow. Turns out I was wrong. So I ended up going to this bar. I spent a shitload of money. I think it was something like Oh, it was at least 8,000 baht or something, because I was buying the girls drinks as well. They just kept coming up to me, as they do. It's their job, I don't blame them. They're like, oh, buy me a drink, please, please, please. You know. So I ended up buying so many of the girls a drink. Every girl in the bar, I bought a drink. And then I think I bought a second round, including multiple drinks for myself. Then I went to Hooters. And I kept drinking more. It's like 9 o'clock at night, 9 p.m. And I leave for work from my condo at like 6:20, 6:25 in the morning. And I'm thinking, I got plenty of time, you know. So I'm sitting there drinking for another, hour or something. It's 10 o'clock. And then this is where things get fuzzy. My memory ain't all that good. I ended up going to some other go-go bar. I don't remember where. I don't remember what it was called. But I ran up a massive bill. Either that or they bill padded me. Both are possible. I don't know which one. So if you know what bill padding is, it's where they like charge you double, triple for a drink. They just start giving extra charges to make the bill way up. So either they did that or I just spent more than I should have. As I said, both are possible. So I ended up, running up this massive bill. I don't remember doing it. I don't remember what club. But all I remember is standing at an ATM trying to get money out. And it ain't happening. Like, no money's coming out. It's being declined. Because my card got declined at the club too. And I'm trying to withdraw cash. And nothing's coming out. And the Thai girls are like screaming at me. Why isn't it working? What are you doing? And I just remember like kind of crying. And then I just start throwing up in the street. This is probably like, 2 a.m. in the morning. Or something like that. And I'm just throwing up like crazy. Freaking out. Having a big breakdown. And then I pass out. And then I get woken up by this bike taxi driver guy. I don't know if he's with Grab or Bolt or whatever. But he wakes me up because I'm passed out on the street, my own puke. And he's like, don't sleep here, dangerous. Many lady boys here, they see you, they take your phone, your wallet. I didn't worry about the wallet, there's nothing in it anyway. But, obviously I'm still worried about getting the other stuff taken. So he's like, come with me, across the street there's this little section that's hidden behind bushes and stuff. Like you can kind of sleep here, sleep it off, your hangover, I'll look after you and in the morning I'll drive you back to Pattaya bus terminal. Drink break, So I take his word for it, he seemed pretty genuine. So I go and I nap for a few hours on the streets of Pattaya. And I remember waking up, I woke up on and off. But nothing happened to me, I was fine. Like I'm there with my bag had my GoPro in it as well, so I was worried about losing that. But the driver, he looked after me, and then I woke up and it's about 5 a.m. and I realized I'm stuck here in Pattaya, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, I've got no money, I've drained my bank account empty. I ended up looking at my bank account at how much I had, and it's something like 250 baht. And we only just got paid for the month. So I have to go a month with no money. So I knew I ain't coming to work, so I messaged my boss, the head teacher, and I'm just like, I'm in a bad way. I'm here on the street. I ain't coming in today. And I still had enough money to get the bus back. So the driver brought me back to the station, as he said, and he's like trying to cheer me up, like he's being nice. He's saying, he wanted to look after me, and I got to be careful. And next time I'm in Pattaya, give him a call. He'll take me to places, like he'll be my driver. So he seemed pretty cool. Could have been disingenuous, like because he just wants money, but it didn't seem like he did. And yeah, so I ended up getting to the bus terminal. I just had enough money for one ticket back to Bangkok. And then I get back to Bangkok and I realize I've got no money left. I also realize I go to withdraw some cash And wouldn't you just know it, but I left my Australian bank card, which I was using in an ATM in Pattaya that I used to come back to pay the driver. So I've left my bank card in the machine as well. So I've done a lot of whoopsies. So I ended up, I've only got my Thai bank card that's got like 100 baht in it at the most. So I messaged this other Australian teacher. I messaged him online. I'm like, bro, I'm in a bad way. I've spent every single baht I own, an Australian dollar in Pattaya over the weekend. I don't even have money to get home. I'm stuck at Ekamai station. Can I just borrow a couple of 100 baht to be able to get a bike home to my apartment? And he's like, yeah, no problem. Like, he was worried, but he's like, yeah, no problem. Like, he'll give it to me. So he sent it to me so I could get a bike home. And oh man, like, I just remember the feeling of shame and all the trouble that came with it. So I messaged the head teachers, like what is he? He's technically like the senior head teacher of our company. I messaged him and I said, I don't even have money to come to work. Like, I don't know what the hell to do. I've spent everything I own. We've only just been paid and I'm not going to get money for another 30 days. What am I going to do? I don't even have money to get home or to get to work. So I asked him, because back a few years ago, our company would do advanced salaries. So you could ask for half of your pay. For whatever reason, like if you got to pay for visas and stuff like that, if you're in trouble, you can get half of your salary paid to you now, and then you get the other half later at the end of the month, because we only get paid on the final day of each month. So I asked him that, and he said, no, like, we don't do that anymore, but I can lend you money. So he lent me I asked him for about 10,000 baht, and I had to live on that for an entire month. So I've been eating nothing but microwave noodles, drinking water, not going anywhere. I've just been sitting in my condo doing absolutely nothing, and that's why I haven't been vlogging, like going places, because I've just been stuck here. And I knew it would be boring as hell to just sit in a room and talk. And the only alcohol I've been drinking is Lau Khao, because it's like 70 baht a bottle. I can't afford the good stuff. And yeah, that's the story of my big mess up in Pattaya. So yeah, it's something that's very easy to do. I mean, you go to Pattaya thinking you're only going to be there for like 24 hours. You end up having so much alcohol and meeting porn stars and having so much fun. And then you want to continue chasing that buzz the next day, and you end up just losing everything. So, don't do what Brandon Riot does. Okay? If you're going to go there, be responsible. Don't drink until the point of unconsciousness. Don't make bad decisions. I'm sure my story is like a dime a dozen. I'm sure people do it every day. It's just one of those places where it's easy to do, and you just have to be prepared to... You need a backup plan. Or you just need to not do it in the first place, which is the best thing to do. So, yeah. Following that, I am going to Pattaya on the 29th of this month. I'm going with a couple of other teachers this time, so it's going to be completely different. We've got places picked out that we're going to go together. So it's not just going to be me walking around by myself, doing whatever I want. So I should be okay this time. I've learnt my lesson. Lesson learnt. You live and you learn. Anyway, I guess I'll take my GoPro that time, make a video. I've been paid since then. Our payday was yesterday. I got a full salary with some bonus overtime, which was good, but I did have to pay my boss back, so I ended up losing all that. But I'm still in a better position than I was a month ago. Terrible month, June. Fuck June. Fuck it up the ass. Anyway, I will see you guys another time. Until then, thanks for watching. Keep riding.